Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Next at Acer. You may now remove your 3D glasses. We'll be experiencing the presentation today on the largest IMAX screen in the world. In attendance, we have over 400 esteemed members of the press, partners, and colleagues. We're also live streaming around the world, making this a truly global event. And now, without further ado, please help me welcome to the stage tonight's host, Acer's corporate president and CEO, Jason Chen!
Good morning! Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our event. In this event, we are doing live, local here in IMAX Center, New York City, which is, again, the biggest screen. You know what? In every event that we have done in the past 3 years, I've been always asking the team, the event team, do it bigger and better. And guess what happened? This is what we have. I don't know what will happen in the future when we say even bigger. But anyway, and I would like to again welcome you to join our event today. And for people in front of your computer seeing the live streaming, thanks for joining us. Today, our intention is to show you our product lineup for the next cycle. Basically means the back to school product lineups. There are many things that we consider as dynamic in the industry, but there are certain things that we insist in the past decades that we will not change. Our mission is to make sure that we break the barriers between people and technology. For that, we take it sincerely and seriously. We want to make sure that whatever we do is meaningful. Meaningful to people, meaningful to industry, meaningful to you. And what we have done beyond that is to make sure that we expand it. We expand our conversation beyond the conventional hardware product that we provide. Today, we will go ahead and show you many other products beyond just the conventional computer product. Of course, we have computer product, but will be products that beyond that. In the past, multiple times of global product launch, we introduced lots of products, and many of them actually received a wonderful feedback from the market. A good example is our Predaor 21 product. To my surprise, I have to say, it's amazing. There are more than 20,000, we're talking about 20,000 videos created voluntarily, not by Acer. We probably did 2 or 3, but most of them created by bloggers, YouTube channel owners. People got so many excitement about this product. It actually became the product that people talk the most for the gaming industry. And for that, we are becoming well accepted thanks to the right product, right step we take, right way of communicate with market. We are becoming either #1 or #2 in the countries on the map. For notebook, for desktop, even for, especially for our monitor, our gaming monitor product, we're getting well accepted. And beyond gaming product, last year, we announced our thinnest computer in the world, Swift 7 product. Until today, continue to hold the position of the thinnest computer in the world. and we feel very good about that. Our plan for this year is to continue our momentum to introduce you more product. And for that, to start with, our Switch product family. The Switch product family was introduced in Berlin last year, it's about 6 months ago, and have received a wonderful feedback from the market. We got 11% year-to-year growth in, I have to say, a not growing market for PC. And today, we plan to update you more new products. For that, I would like to invite Eric to join me on the stage. Eric, we got wonderful, how are you doing, Eric?
Jason, I'm great, thank you.
We got wonderful Swift product line, the ThinLight product line. But there will be more new product updates. Tell us more about that.
So today's going to be a great day, a lot of exciting products, neat innovations, and we'll have tons of demos on hand for everybody to play with. One of the things I like about these events is our ability to communicate the progress we're making in our products in designs.
We tell the truth well.
We do indeed. We want to talk about our products and what makes them better, and we're continuing to evolve. Take, for example, the Swift One I'm holding here. This is part of that thin and light and stylish family of products.
Yes.
Last year, this product had a plastic design. So being part of that stylish family, it needs to have a more premium look and feel. So this is an all-metal design.
Wow. Gold color.
Yeah, so there are 3 colors in total. We're holding a gold right here. We also have silver and pink.
Wait, pink.
It's available. But I mentioned it's thin and light is a big key component for the
We got some
design.
feedback for pink color.
They like that. So it's very thin. I'll hold it so people can see. We're at 14.95 millimeters.
Please, after the event, go take a look in our showcase. Touch, feel it. I like it. I assume you will like it as well.
So it's a full HD display
Uh-huh.
with IPS panel, wide viewing angles, vibrant colors. But we didn't stop with making it beautiful just at skin deep.
Uh-huh.
It's great on the inside as well. There's some Acer technologies. For instance, Acer True Harmony, which is a sound solution,
The audio.
audio solution,
Strength on the bass portion.
a unique material for the speakers and software to tune it, blue light shield to make it easier on the eyes, and then all this power we add to it by having a wonderful Windows modern experience.
Sounds very good.
Skype for business certification, Cortana for voice. This is great.
And this is just our entry level.
With a 10-hour battery life, this is the start of the family.
Shop of the family. After StarVR, the entry-level product, we actually will be updating a new product as well in Swift 3.
So the Swift 3 is definitely a step up in a number of regards. It's a larger screen, available in 14 and 15.6.
So this one is 14-inch.
And also 15.6. But the aluminum on the chassis is also different with a nice brushed hairline design.
Well, when I spoke to the designer, he actually described this as like a tight seal. Very, very nice.
It's smooth and nice to the touch. And like the Swift one before it, it has a fingerprint reader for Windows Hello.
There you go.
So secure and simple login to the system.
Uh-huh.
But we've also made this more powerful. This has the latest generation of NVIDIA graphics as well.
Wait, so this one comes with a discrete graphic?
Yes. So it's powerful to get your work done, and again, in a slim and sleek design with 10 hours of battery life.
Nice. Does it come with pink color?
It is available in pink.
Here you go. There was a new product line that we introduced last time. That was our detachable product we call it Swift Alpha 12 product. We actually implemented liquid cooling pipe technology, our patent thermal technology, to make it fanless with very high performance CPU but fanless. This product we actually received 120% growth last year. We're excited about the product, even more excited about the market acceptance. This time, we're going to make the product a family. Eric, what we have today?
So adding to the family from the wonderful Switch Alpha 12 is the Switch 3. So this is the starting point in the family. It has a wonderful keyboard with 1.4 millimeter key travel, a 12-inch Full HD IPS display, and one of the key components here is the adjustable U-hinge. So this is our
new hinge design.
This is our second generation version.
Okay.
So it has multiple position points. It's not just one or two you can choose, but multiple variables there. And then of course it supports the Acer Active Pen for
It comes with a pen.
For Windows Ink interface on the screen.
All right.
And the keyboard is easy to detach with magnets and then simply put it back on.
I see. So it's a 2-in-1 device. So that is our new family for Switch detachable product, and we will have a new one for Switch 5, right? And for that, let's see a video. As you can see on the video, we continue to implement our liquid cooling pipe technology that make it powerful but no fan. What's unique about this, we call it new hinge design, is we call it one-hand operational.
So it's kind of one touch. When there's a surface it's resting on, I don't have here, you'll see it in the display section. It's very easy to adjust just by pushing the tablet portion.
You don't have to do this.
Yeah, don't need two hands. It'll move into place and then fall back. Yes. So it's auto retractable. It'll come back into place like this when you're ready to go. And what's really neat also is we've added that extra level of simple and secure sign-in with the fingerprint reader on the power button.
Where is it? Oh, on the side, the fingerprint.
Yep. So it's easy to secure your system and log back in. But the best part really is the liquid loop cooling solution.
Talk to people more about that. Refresh memory about liquid cooling pipe.
So there's so many good things about this. First of all, it's fanless, so there's no noise. There's also no pathways where dust might actually accumulate. And
so actually will retain or sustain longer.
So the system will perform better over a longer period of time. Talking about better performance, by cooling with this method, we're able to put more powerful processors. We can have Intel Core processors in this device.
Even called i7
yes,
without the
all
fan.
the way up to i7. And it keeps it thin and light. And as you can see with the active stylus here, Windows Ink is a part of the solution, so easy to draw and write on the screen.
Pen as well.
Yes.
Thank you, Eric. With the whole family introduced, the liquid cooling pipe does not just stop here. Our intention is to implement our liquid cooling pipe technology into more product. This time, all in one.
Yeah, so the Aspire U27 all-in-one system is very silent. It's so silent, your baby can sleep right near it. Why is that? Because there are no fans. It's that liquid loop cooling once again.
In fact, what we heard the feedback from some of the all-in-one users, because the system is right in front of you, you feel like a fan is right next to your ears. With this design, it's very, very quiet.
All-in-ones are often in a central point in the home where there's a lot going on, and you don't want to have to hear the system unless you're playing music or watching a movie, and the liquid loop cooling solution allows for that. It also allows for the system to be very thin, and to go with that is a design where it's a unibody design. That whole back panel is one single piece, so it's a very thin all-in-one system. And then we've also incorporated Windows Hello, this time without a fingerprint reader. We're using an infrared camera, so it's easy to sign in when you walk up to the system.
Looks wonderful. That's good. So let's change topic. This time we talk about lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce our new wearable watch. For that, see a video. I got this new watch with me. So Eric,
well,
you got one too, right?
I do indeed, yes.
All right, cool. Here you go. But there are many people actually introduce electronic watch, which can connect to a smartphone and do all kinds of things. What's unique about this one?
So it's stylish, I think, for one.
I like it.
It looks good. It's easy to integrate into your life. And more importantly, it has stamina monitoring. So it can measure how hard you're working. The heart rate monitor helps with that. You can set your exercise, see how you're doing, and then compare. How did I feel? How did I do with results? And then with that data, improve your exercise regimen and improve your health. There's also some components integrated where you can be social and add friends.
So what do you mean by that social? I use this one to communicate with friends?
Well, it's a way to compare my workout information, for instance, against yours.
Oh!
So whether we're running or biking, we can see the results, how hard we worked, and then kind of encourage each other to work out more. And then because a lot of this active lifestyle means climbing or hiking or doing things where it might get roughed up, we've integrated Corning Gorilla Glass onto the screen, so it's durable and scratch resistant.
Oh yeah, because people bump into the watch once in a while when they work out, right?
It happens.
Happens. All right, so that is the wearable watch side. Next one. It's going to be exciting. Next one, we realize for new generation people like to create, people like to share. This time, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to introduce you a new 360-degree camera, Holo 360. Let's see the video. We just have to do the talking.
That's why we're here, right?
Yeah, here you go. At least we got the system with us. This is a 360-degree camera that comes with 3D depth, right?
Actually, we're not quite there yet, but it is a 360-degree camera. What's neat is this is sort of a Swiss Army knife of devices.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, there's no other device that's needed. You don't need to connect to a phone or a computer in order to process, edit, or share the videos.
Oh wait, so most of the 360-degree camera that you have to connect that or plug it to a smartphone to make it work. And you will have to watch the photos that you make from the screen of the smartphone or your computer. This one, you can see it from here.
There's no companion device needed. There's a screen right here so you can see what you've recorded before you share it. How do you share it? No need to connect to another device. It has integrated LTE on the device. In fact, you can even make a phone call from here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the only 360-degree camera today in the world equipped with 4G. And you can make a phone call.
Yes, you can.
So wait a minute. In the past, basically, the smartphone have wiped out camera. This time, we are introducing a camera that you can make a phone call. For that, we believe we are adding even more into people's life. This time, extra imagination to your life. For that, we'll be introducing Acer window-based mixed reality head-mounted display. For that, I would like to introduce the guru of the industry, Mark from Microsoft, to join me on the stage. Mark, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. Thank you so much, Jason. I want to thank Jason and Acer for their continued partnership on this journey. And it really has been quite a journey, and it's wonderful to have a hardware manufacturer that can bring out proven technology time and time again. This headset is quite something. It gives you a world-scale mixed reality experience. That means it's not limited in space, but you really can use it throughout the whole world. It does that through the inside-out tracking, and it's based on the Windows Mixed Reality platform, which really allows us to see productivity and entertainment all in one. I've been involved in VR research for a very long time, since the 80s. And I started at the NASA Ames View Lab that was run by Scott Fisher. And in a lot of ways, this was the precursor that set the stage for what we're seeing today. It had head tracking, it had a wonderful display. But as amazing as that system was, if we see the next, we can sort of see where we were at technologically. The intro you saw with the green graphics reminded me of this world. This was a model of our lab. And this was state-of-the-art in terms of what we could render then. Rendering performance had to come a long way. On the right, you see what the technology that we had at the time on the previous slide, where the display itself was CRT-based. It had vacuum tubes in it, and that gave us about a 20th of the resolution we're seeing on the Acer display. Likewise, that camera system was how you could do mixed reality back then. You transported your head a few inches to the right, and you would see the real world through the cameras that would track your head, and then you would mix that on the graphics. So it really is a journey. And about a year ago, I decided to move to Microsoft to bring it the next step. And on the next slide, you'll see just how far we've come. Now, my attraction to Microsoft wasn't just because of the HoloLens technology, but that was a large part of it. It is a different way to see mixed reality in the world, just laying things in on top of you. But it was also because Microsoft's committed. My ID card at Microsoft has the mission statement on it, and its mission statement is to help people achieve more. It's not just about having new technologies, it's about what we're going to do with these technologies to really allow people to do and achieve. To really merge sort of superhuman computing powers that we've got these days with the agency we know with our bodies, with what we just naturally want to do in a way that's fun and productive. On the next slide, you'll see the final offering, really. And I have to say, this isn't just a product. This is something I use every day. I have one at home, and I have one at work, and I really do use it every day as we're developing for it. And it works really well. I'm pretty picky about my head-mounted displays after all these years. And this one is the lightest head-mounted display I've ever used. And it's got this inside-out tracking that was derived from the HoloLens that lets you go to any room, it tracks, and it's rock solid. So it's really convenient. And in terms of convenience, it's not only comfortable because you can put it on, but it's got this flip design so you can just do your work and flip it down, and next thing you know, you're in the mixed world. The most exciting thing for me as I look at this as a journey is how Acer's able to bring the price point down in a way that's manufacturable for everybody. And that means that we're going to have everybody helping us define what mixed reality means and what they're going to use it for. When I say productivity, it means you can surround yourself with screens and you can all of a sudden just have things where you want it to be. When it comes to gaming and entertainment, as I'm sure those of you who have put on head-mounted displays know, you just get an experience of immersion unlike anything else before. And to finally let us realize that, I really want to thank Acer again, because they share this vision of the future of computing where people can interact with digital information in an instinctual way. They can instinctually collaborate, they can instinctually share, they can instinctually do, they can instinctually be productive. And for that, Jason, I want to thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to have you here. For people who have been working on technology for years, finally, this is available. Acer is the first one shipping the product. We are shipping in thousands. Very excited about that. And now, let's ready for the next journey. gaming. Gaming is exciting, gaming is passionate, gaming use the most leading edge technology, actually push the technology to progress. We are very happy to see the introduction of Predaor product family is well accepted by the market. Last year we have 64% year-to-year growth, and this year we expected even a faster speed of growth. One thing we feel particularly excited is beyond the conventional channel that we sell from the regular retail stores, the online channels, we actually get into a unique channel we get to know and feel excited about is U.S. Military Exchange Center. For many people, you might not know that in every U.S. military base, there is an exchange center to provide products to the military personnel and to their family. We are very proud to be part of it, and we're increasing, starting from gaming to accessories, now more and more products that are being introduced. But beyond that, we also study the market. We want to get some of the insight. And now I'd like to invite Steve Funky to join me on the stage. Steven, you are a gamer. Tell us more about the insight. What have we found?
Sure, thanks a lot for having me. So we found that there is an increasingly growing number of casual gamers, or people that I like to call lifestyle gamers.
You are talking of people like me. I don't play game every day, but play once in a while.
Exactly right. So we know, and we've been working really hard to make products that are aimed specifically at this target of the market. And so that's what I have with me right here in my hand.
Introducing the new gaming family, Nitro.
So this is the Predator, the Acer Nitro 5. And this product is designed to really address this casual gaming market. So we've made sure to include all of the really important, necessary features for gaming without going too far overboard.
I see. So what does that mean by that?
Sure. So some of the features we have inside is, of course, the GeForce GTX 1050. And we've made sure to give a lot of options. So you can get the 1050 with a 2 GB variant, a 4 GB variant, or you can upgrade, nice catch, Jason, or we can upgrade to the 1050 Ti. So if you really want to have a competitive edge in competitive titles like Overwatch, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, you'll definitely be able to do that with this device right here. And of course, we can't have a system like this that's built for the mass market without the stability and performance of the latest CPUs, the 7th generation from Intel. So this is an extremely powerful product.
It's a wonderful, powerful product. Point that I almost forget to mention, at an affordable price.
Yes, that's right, that's right. Now, of course, we have a lot of competition in this category. So in order to stand apart, we've done what we do best, and that's come up with cooling solutions. So we have inside this product a technology we call Acer Cool Boost technology. And this allows the user to have control over the RPM speed of their fan. So instead of relying on the system to increase the RPM or decrease the RPM, you can control that process, which is much better for our consumers.
Sounds good to me.
Sure. Now, another thing we have, of course, is Dolby Audio. We also have really fast SSD, PCIe SSD storage, so you can get really snappy loading times. This is going to be a very aggressive product, so keep your eye on this in markets around the world. Coming this July, very, very soon.
July, so it's coming soon.
That's right, Nitro 5.
The next product we'd like to talk about, product that we have been doing extremely well, the gaming monitor. In fact, Acer gaming monitor is having about 40% worldwide market share. It's already the #1 market share gaming monitor.
Yep.
This time, we're going to introducing something new.
That's right. So today, what we have for you is the brand new Predator X27 monitor. Now, we previously
That's
had...
easy to understand, 27-inch.
Exactly. It's
So
pretty
what else?
easy.
What else?
So what we have here is our new king of gaming monitors. We've outdone ourselves again. So with the X27, we're creating new experiences for the user in a few different ways. So the first is, you'll notice up here, you can see the specifications. This is a 4K, 2K monitor, so true 4K. Now, we've had 4K monitors before. That's not new. But what is new is the refresh rate that we can get using 4K. So we can actually have now 4K gaming at 144 Hertz.
Wow, that's a dream come true.
That's right. It's a dream machine. This is the next level of computing power in a display. Now, that's not all, of course. We also have brought quantum dot technology.
Wait. That sounds high-tech. Explain
It is.
What does that mean?
Sure. So we actually use something called nanocrystals. And if you guys want to know more, happy to share all the details with our product demo. But basically, we use nanocrystals, and different size crystals will display different light when you have a backlight shown behind it. And so with our direct backlights, we can use the quantum dot technology to get a lot more colors in our display than was previously possible.
So better visibility, more enjoyment.
That's right. Now, we also are really happy to be following NVIDIA's G-Sync HDR specifications.
Wait. We all know G-Sync. What is
Right.
HDR G-Sync? What does that mean?
Right, so this is what's brand new to the gaming industry right now, which is HDR, or High Dynamic Range. Now, the way we achieve HDR is we use 384 backlights. These are LEDs in the display. Yeah, it's quite a few.
It's quite a bit.
This is a lot more than you'll find in a normal display. And we can control each one of those individually, which means we can turn it off and have super dark blacks at any point of the screen. But it also allows us to turn them on and have a much brighter display than was previously possible. So this will go up to about 1,000 nits compared to your average monitor, which will be maybe 200 to 300.
Well,
So this
that's not any monitor will be able to do.
Exactly, right. So this is a brand new specification. And as you may know, it's very hard to show this in a YouTube video or on the stage, because the way that you're going to view this on the computer is through a non-HDR display. So fortunately for you, we have a real side-by-side live demo for you to check out today, so make sure you get to do that.
After the event, you are invited. Please feel free to look at it, touch it, feel it. I'm sure you'll feel excited about it.
Absolutely. Now, of course, we can't have this kind of event without launching brand new Predator notebooks. Those are my favorite. So
Predator's coming!
Yes. So what we have here today, we'll have a couple products for you, but we'll start off with this one. This is the Predator Helios 300. So this is going to be a really nice step up from the Nitro 5 that you saw earlier in the presentation. This is going to have the GeForce 1060 GPU, so this will really give you a AAA gaming experience in a portable notebook. And of course, if you want high performance, you also need to have a powerful CPU. So of course, this comes equipped with the latest 7th gen Intel processors, and we also have something that's very cool inside this device.
Okay, talk about that.
Which we've talked about a little bit before, but we have new news about it today, and that's our AeroBlade 3D fan. So our metal fan...
We have metal fan introduced.
Yes.
You are talking about 3D fan.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So we've actually upgraded our original metal fan, our AeroBlade fan, and what we've done is we use this new fan, all right, the new design, to further increase performance. So
And for that, let's see a video to explain that
yes,
better.
absolutely.
Let's show the video.
The evolution of aeroblades started here with a plastic fan and innovation. We replaced plastic with metal and reduced blade thickness to increase airflow. Improving on the design, we removed the cage, making it possible to add even more blades. We then altered the structure of the blades and strengthened them with Aeroblade 3D technology. The results spoke for themselves with a 25% increase. However, the goal of reaching the peak of performance called for more, the addition of an axial fin. We combined the pull of a desk-out fan design with a blower-style fan, allowing for the greatest jump in airflow yet, an astounding 35%.
We can record your memory.
So
We actually introduced our metal fan and we equipped our metal fan into our gaming PC,
Right.
and we use that, the air cooling metal fan, we actually did water cooling system. And this time, it's even more.
that's right.
Talk about it.
Sure. So when we did our original Aeroblade design, we compared the performance from plastic to the metal transition. And we were able to achieve 15% increased airflow compared to plastic. Now, what we did with the newer version, the first version of Aeroblade 3D, that's what we had in the Predator 21X, by the way, our giant gaming monster. We had a 25% increase in performance. And what we have now, with the latest generation of Aeroblade 3D, is an astounding 35% increase in airflow
By adding a
compared.
small piece on every bread, we call it a fin.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. So we achieved this amazing performance by adding an axial fin. So we actually have the benefits of a desktop-style fan and the blower-style fan, which you might be familiar with from a reference graphics card. We took the benefits of both and we put them together, and that's what's allowed us to have this next leap in innovation in cooling technology. And none of our competitors have this. This is patented.
In
It's
fact,
ours.
when I travel around the world, I got asked all the time by people like yourself, reporters, bloggers, what's unique about Acer gaming, right? And the answer to that is our thermal technology, that we put so much effort into the innovation on technology, be able to come up with something that other people cannot do.
That's right.
And this time, with this wonderful new technology breakthrough, we must to have something really good.
That's right. So now that we have fans that are much more efficient, it actually allows us to change the design of our notebooks. So what we can do now is design products like the one we're about to show you. It's called the Predator Triton 700. Now, this is a super thin gaming notebook, but as you know, Jason, our competitors already have thin gaming notebooks, right?
Let's see a video, some of the differences here. Let's show the video.
Yep.
As many of you knew, I actually come from semiconductor industry. And in semiconductor, everybody knows it's fundamental. Performance, thermal trade-off. So when the temperature go all the way up to a certain level, performance start to downgrade. And this time, we are introducing a thin and light gaming system with uncompromised performance. But wait a minute. many people say they have thin and light gaming notebook.
Right.
What's unique about this one?
Sure. So what we've been able to do differently is because of our thermal innovation, because of our AeroBlade 3D fan, we don't have to sacrifice performance. So when we previously launched our Predator 21X, it was really big. And the reason is because
people like it.
Yeah, people still like it, right? But it's of course big because of the thermals, right? We have to have room for all those fans and all those heat pipes. What we've been able to do is actually fit all the heat pipes and use 2 of our AeroBlade fans in this product so that we can have uncompromised performance with the latest GeForce 10 series GPU, the latest 7th gen CPU from Intel, all of the latest overclocked gaming components inside without throttling the performance.
Keyword, overclocking, even in a thin and light.
That's right.
Computer.
And we didn't skimp on the design either. So we have a mechanical keyboard here at the bottom.
A thin and light with mechanical keyboard.
That's right, that's right. We have really good feedback on the mechanical design from our 21X. So we've included that here in this much more portable device. And we've also done this really awesome thing. Maybe you guys you've noticed, right, that the keyboard is at the bottom. That's not the normal placement for the keyboard, right? So what we've actually done is we still have a trackpad, but it's right here. This is Gorilla Glass.
Wait. This is like a see-through a design that you can see the fan works, right?
Exactly, right. So we use the same kind of design with a see-through panel like we had in the 21X, but we were able to put a touchpad right here in the device.
So it's a see-through and also a touchpad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Interesting idea.
Yes. So it's very, very cool, very unique design. We think a lot of people are going to be very excited about this. And of course, we have to tell you, we're able to achieve this amazing product, and the height is only 18.9 millimeters.
You know, you remind me about the definition of ultrabook. That's less than 2 cm. So we can categorize this machine as an ultrabook.
That's right, that's right. Yeah. So actually about 18.9 millimeter is about the width of your finger. So this is truly a thin gaming device.
Okay, but gaming, thin and light, many people talk about it.
That's right.
The key word, what we talk about is the uncompromised performance.
Right, exactly.
How do we tell them?
Sure. So the best way, I can sit here and tell you all day, oh, we've got, great performance. Why don't we look at the benchmarks, right? Let's look at the numbers.
We love benchmarks.
We do. So you can see behind me, these are our competitors under 20 millimeter Z height, right?
Basically about same size.
Exactly, right. And you can see that this is a conservative benchmark for our product, by the way. We have crushed the competition under 20 millimeters. So
it's about 50% better.
Right. So we went to the team, we said, okay, great, good job, under 20 millimeter, done, check mark. What about under 30 millimeters?
So it's a smaller guy challenging a bigger guy.
Yeah. So now we have other devices that are thicker, right? And we're still number 1.
We still beat them.
Yeah, we still beat them. So we said, okay, let's keep going. What about under 40 millimeters?
You were talking about 2 exercise.
Yeah, twice as thick as the Triton 700. We are still leading the entire market in terms of performance.
You are kidding me.
I'm not kidding. This is seriously a really, really amazing device.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing this to life.
Of course.
Keyword. When will this one be available?
It's coming very, very soon, later this year.
Come on, later this year. When?
I think we'll be ready
summer
for our back-to-school cycle. Thank you guys very much.
For that, I would like to introduce our friends and our partners from Intel, the advocate for the gaming industry, Frank Zoki. Frank, how are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be on stage with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Frank.
I tell you, gaming is crazy exciting for both of us, and I'm excited actually for 2 reasons. One, I'm a technologist at heart, and there's a ton of technology that comes to bear when you're building gaming systems and making them more immersive, anywhere from our silicon technology to our CPU to graphics to memory, storage, and virtual reality technologies. But to be honest, as a businessman, I'm also very excited because we estimate the gaming ecosystem to be about a $140 billion market today.
Wow, so it's big and it's growing.
The biggest growing is growing about 8%. Very, very exciting.
8%? You're talking about 8% growth?
8% growth.
46%.
Not for you. Excellent. And because of the work we're doing together, both of us are able to deliver amazing gaming platforms that end users, gamers actually crave. Now what's happening in this marketplace is esports has become a global phenomenon.
You know, esports is becoming a mainstream for the young people to interact, a topic that people love to talk about.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Intel, I don't know if you knew this, but Intel just entered its 11th season for Intel Extreme Masters. We are the largest esports event on the planet today. As a matter of fact, at IEM Katowice, which was the worldwide championship, we had 173,000 attendees, which rivals the Super Bowl. Super Bowl has 100,000 attendees. In addition to that, we have 46 million people viewing Intel Extreme Masters online at Katowice and in 19 different languages.
That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, it's amazing from a social, from a esports perspective, but more importantly, it's what's happening on the social side of things. So what gamers are trying to do is, not only are they gaming, but they're capturing their game live, and they want to edit and store it up later and send it to YouTube, or they want to stream their gameplay live because they love sharing their experience.
True.
So from a Twitch perspective, there are about 9.6 million active users a day, which is about 100 million active users a month watching games, spectating on games. Even YouTube is at about 77 million followers per month. In addition to all of that, because of the amazing social aspects here, you're seeing broadcasters like ESPN and Turner getting...
ESPN now is in the business now.
I know, because it's amazing. The amount of audience that they can attract and influence and inform is amazing for them. On top of that, universities, they have esports teams and they have scholarships.
Last time I heard, the schools start to establish esport major.
Yes, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if I could just fast forward and been a student at that time, I'd have loved to have been a professional gamer. But on top of all that, gaming is becoming a lot more immersive. When you think about mixed reality that Microsoft was just talking about, or virtual reality, Goldman Sachs estimates there's about $80 billion in the VR market, in just the VR market space.
And it's growing.
By 2025, and it's growing at an amazing rate. On top of all that, if you look online, if you look on like Newegg or JD.com, there are hundreds of models of VR-ready PCs that are out there today. It's truly an amazing industry. And all of that is built off of the desire to satisfy these 1.3 billion gamers that are in the market today.
It's excitement, it's passion, it's enthusiasm.
Yeah, everybody, they're just voracious for it. So what am I getting to is that for us, for both of us, it's amazing for our business. The PC gaming is at the epicenter of what's happening in gaming today, including esports. From a Core i7 perspective, we're delivering a ton of performance, things to make gaming a lot more realistic, things to make sure that the editing and the downloading of that later on YouTube is amazing, making sure you can stream it in 4K gaming in addition to all of the VR technologies. And I gotta say, what we're doing is, the result is that the Triton product I just saw here. I gotta say, that is a knockout product. You talked a little bit about overclocking.
Okay. There you go.
I don't know if the audience knew this, but for our overclocking processors, that's experienced an extremely high growth rate of 20% year on year. It's because of companies like you bring out knockout products that expose overclocking.
Still more technology, right?
Yes, absolutely. And Intel doesn't stop there. It's tempting to think of VR as just simply maybe a CPU and graphics, but there are a ton of platform capabilities that we're bringing to bear as well. We just announced Optane technology 3 days ago. That's going to make the VR gaming and esports experience a lot more immersive and interactive. We have communications technologies like WiGig and Thunderbolt. We can get down to single wire or actually cut those wires between the headset and the PC.
Over time, hopefully.
I know, very soon. And then we have RealSense technologies that are able to merge real elements in virtual environments.
That's wonderful.
And on top of all that, this amazing top to bottom set of products that Acer is coming out with, and I got to say, I'm actually proud that we have the products that actually can support those needs. Amazing demos. You guys have to go see it. As much of that is as compelling as you hold Triton in your hands, that you actually use it is totally amazing. Thanks for letting me talk about why I'm so excited to be working with you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
We talk about gaming. We talk about gaming leads to virtual reality. And now, allow me to introduce the chairman of StarVR, Bo Anderson, to join me on the stage. Bo, how are you doing? Long time no see. How are you doing? All the way from Sweden.
Woo! It's as cold here, you know. No difference.
Come on. Compared with Sweden, it's considered as warm, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all good. So, Jason, 6 months ago we introduced it, right?
Yes.
StarVR. Yeah. We've been working hard on improving quality. We even actually upped the resolution.
Yes.
Better optics, better straps, and we smashed it a few times into a wall, so we know what it can take now. So, but you know, it's been quite a ride, and really great working with Acer and StarVR on this, and Starbreeze.
Mutual feeling.
That's
Feel
perfect.
good about that.
We also shipped a lot of development kits to our select partners, so they're out there building right now, exciting applications and content for us. We also shipped it to some location-based partners like IMAX.
Already up and running in LA.
It's up and running. You can go and play it there.
And more to come.
More to come, much more to come. But, you know, I'm a guy that likes content, right? And I like to enable people.
Surely.
We both do, right? So through software and hardware, we like to enable people, and we really would like to enable the movie industry as well. So what we've done together with Starbreeze is that we've developed a cinematic or cinema VR format.
Oh, we call it cinematic, so it's a movie experience.
Movie experience. You're actually in the movie. You're sitting smack in the middle of a full CG movie.
So basically you walk into a movie.
Yes, exactly. So this is not running on a engine. This is running out of a normal VFX pipeline.
Okay.
So if you, for example, were a Hollywood producer or director, and say that you made Avatar or Star Wars or something else, you have all these great assets, or you're building them for your next movie.
Yes.
You can actually build pieces for us now for cinema VR.
Let's talk real about that.
Yep. So that is super, super exciting for us, obviously. Now, we also have all these arcades, right, that we're planning. And we're building a portfolio of content there.
Okay.
Because we need to show people how to actually make content that you cannot get at home. Something extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
So someone who has been in Hollywood and actually worked on Avatar is here today. And yes.
Wow.
And he's...
we have more Hollywood people here.
Hollywood people here. So this is Mr. Brooks Brown, who is the director of VR at Starbreeze, and he's going to tell us a little about the...
Hey, Brooke, how you doing? Good to see you. Avatar. We'll let you talk.
Thank you so much. It's extremely exciting to be talking about all the content we're doing. One of the things that's really unique about us being location-based and everything we're doing with StarVR is we're able to really take the power of everything Acer is doing, their highest-end computers with the highest-end headset, and deliver amazing experiences. Early this year, we actually launched John Wick alongside our partners at Lionsgate. Fantastic experience. It's done extremely well in the centers we've got it. Our friends at IMAX VR have had it there. It's done very well. We'll be releasing new content actually very, very soon for that. We're looking to keep that alive. But as we move forward, we're looking at other titles. Last year we announced that we were working with Elementara, a fantastic little game where you get to actually play God.
You play God?
You do. You work inside of the ecology of a system. You have the chance to plant plants, mold mountains, all kinds of amazing things in order to change the weather, the way everything works, how the animals work, how they eat each other, in order to make sure that you can balance an ecosystem. It's a really fantastic way for people to really play inside of that. But of course, when you talk about play, we really also want to work with fantastic top-tier studios. Desert Owl Games, a fantastic studio, has done turn-based strategy games for a long time. Came up with a fantastic concept that I had to love. You beat up giant aliens.
How can you fail?
How can you fail with that? So you get a chance to actually step inside of it, and thanks to our unique control scheme, really feel the punches as you land them on 60-story tall aliens.
You mean you actually have controllers that are like big mechanic gloves?
We're working on them right now.
Yeah,
it's really fun. Again, location-based. We can do things that no one else can do.
I'd like to punch you with that one day.
Definitely. Well, speaking of gigantic apes.
Oh, thank you.
So we're also working with a fantastic team of Lucky Hammers who are developing Apex. Now Apex, as you can tell, it's pretty easy to tell what this game is about. You are a gigantic, cybernetic, radioactive mutant ape. Very, very easy pitch to accept. You grab onto drones that are trying to capture you, you smash them together as you literally hang from the top of what could be the Empire State Building.
You should talk to Peter Jackson about this.
I probably should, for sure. But it's not just games that are fun. We're working with the team who developed a wonderful award-winning Revolution 1979 Ink Stories and Naveed Kansari to try to actually bring what we call the real true power of VR, which is an empathy engine. What if you were actually in a place where something was being bombed, people were being hurt, if you were in the Middle East inside of an awful bomb strike? What would you actually be able to do in that situation, and how would you survive, and would you be able to save others? And we're doing that with the title Hero, which we expect to be launching later this year.
Well, what happens when I cry in the headset?
Well, we're hoping that that actually does happen quite often. VR is an amazing medium. And one of the other really amazing things we're doing, and this is a sort of a first announcement for us, Red Games, wonderful studio that we're working with, is developing the Raft. And what's unique about the Raft is 4 players working together. A few other games do that. For us, it's going to be a big deal because we're going to have 4 people simultaneously in the same space trying to survive a raft trip down a haunted, maniacal river. Very, very stylized, of course, as everything continues to go wrong, and hopefully you can survive the journey.
So this is where I get to punch it.
This is where you actually get to punch me. And it's really amazing to be able to work with Acer, StarVR, and StarBreeze all in partnership to develop things we simply cannot do at home.
It's fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Brooks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Brooks.
Thank you.
Jason.
Straight from the Hollywood. Talking about Hollywood, we actually have more coming for content. For that, allow me to introduce Rob Lister from IMAX. Rob. Let's show our video first.
Thank you very much, Jason. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what you just saw up there, which is our brand new IMAX VR Center in Playa Vista, in Beverly Hills, California. First, I want to talk about something a little older, which is the room we're all sitting in right now. So this IMAX theater was built from a demolished post office back in 1992. And it's been a film-based theater, and then it was a digital-based theater. Now it's a laser-based theater, so it's the newest in IMAX technology. But Jason, I like what you've done with the place. This is as good as, we've had red carpet premieres over the years, and this is as good as the place has ever looked. So congratulations on that.
That's good. That's good. I was a bit worried.
So I want to talk about what you guys from the old, in this old theater, which is now looks very new, to the brand new, and that's the VR center that you just saw in there. So IMAX got into VR around the middle of last year, and we decided at that point that any good, serious technology company in the 21st century needed to be looking at other platforms of content, particularly as young people and generations coming up absorb their content through new and different platforms. And to us, virtual reality made a lot of sense because it's quite synonymous with the IMAX brand in terms of immersive entertainment. And if you look at the way IMAX has approached our business on the cinema side, we've always done it from an end-to-end basis, being involved in all the different parts of the ecosystem, from capture to content to distribution. And that's exactly what we did in virtual reality. So on the capture side, the first big deal we made was with Google to build a virtual reality cinema-grade camera that we hope to give to some of the best IMAX filmmakers in the world, like J.J. Abrams or James Cameron. On content, we invested in a $50 million, or led a $50 million virtual reality content fund, the goal of which is to go out and seed new and great content. Brooks and Bo showed you some great content that's coming out on the gaming side. We're looking to seed some content on the movie side. And the first deal we announced with Warner Brothers, I'll talk to you about in a minute. So capture, content, and then distribution. So we just showed you a video of the first center that we've put together for the distribution of VR content. It's in Beverly Hills in California. And it's a real pilot for us to go out there and install 14 pods with lots of different VR interactive games, and so it's very, very early, but so far at least it's been an extraordinary success. We've brought more than 25,000 people through the center, and 70% of the people coming in have had their first virtual reality experience there, which is good for the whole VR industry, because as you can see, what we do when we create these VR experiences is aggregate the best possible technology, premium technology all across the platform, from the audio to the peripherals to the HMD. So we're using different kinds of HMD, including the StarVR that our friends at StarBreeze just talked to you about. And the feedback that we've gotten from people is over 90% positive in terms of the experience they've had there. So in our view, we really are out there trying to create this new platform of entertainment. And to us, what it's really all about is the user feeling like they're having an IMAX type experience in an immersive space. And so as you can see here, this is a kind of standalone single player game, but what we've been doing over the last few months as we're testing different things in the center, including price point, throughput, content preferences, is we're experimenting with new and different content. And multiplayer games is one of the areas where we're investing a lot of time, a lot of resource. And as you can see up here, the games that we bring into the center all have interactive qualities, and in many cases, multiplayer qualities as well. Our goal is to continue to have well-known branded IP, such as Star Wars, made by LM, but also new and interesting IP like Raw Data, John Wick, which is the great StarVR game, The Walk, which is based upon the movie that was itself based upon the French acrobat that walked across the Twin Towers. All of these are designed to provide 8 to 12-minute experiences that give the user their first taste of premium VR. Our goal, our larger goal when it comes to VR, is to take this center that we piloted in Los Angeles and roll it out on a larger basis once we've been convinced that this is a business that's truly scalable and that the model works. So as you can see, we're partners with over 85% of the world's box office in terms of exhibitors. And our goal after opening this VR center in Los Angeles is to open additional pilot centers that are located in multiplexes with the exhibitors with whom we do business. So our next location is going to be right here in New York at a multiplex over on 2nd Avenue. After that, we're opening up IMAX VR centers and multiplexes in Shanghai, in Manchester, England, in Tokyo, Japan, in Toronto, in Canada. And the goal is by some point towards the end of the year. Taipei's, you know that's on the list.
There you go.
You know it's on the list. Our friends here have a strong say in what we're going to do in Taipei. But the most important thing for us is to aggregate all the information we find out from opening up these pilot sites and decide, is this a business that we can blow out to the size of the worldwide IMAX network, which is over 1,500 theaters. Equally, in terms of partnerships, you can see the partners that we have on the film studio side, not just in Hollywood, but around the world. Their IP is the IP we want to be leveraging when we create these VR experiences. Our dream is to have Avatar 3 come out in IMAX, where you pay $15 to see it in the IMAX theater, but for an additional $10, once the IMAX movie is over, you move into the IMAX VR center down the hall and have a virtual interactive experience on Planet Pandora. If we go to the next slide, We have been entrusted with a lot of the most important IP by the biggest studios in the world. We take that very seriously. So the virtual reality fund that I mentioned to you before is designed to invest in some of that big IP and bring it exclusively into IMAX location-based virtual reality centers. And the first deal that we announced, on the next slide you can see, is with Warner Brothers to invest $10 million in 3 VR experiences. Justice League, which you can see is the second from the left, Aquaman, which is in the middle, and then a third virtual reality experience for 2019 that we haven't determined left yet. We're releasing Star Trek next month from Ubisoft. Archangel from Skydance is being released in a couple months. The notion being the chicken and egg issue that's facing virtual reality, where there's not enough big content to justify a big network, but the network's not big enough to justify a lot of content. We're hoping to start to break that. And the last point I would make is probably the most important. This theater, when we opened in 1992, was one of 5 commercial theaters we had in the whole world. The rest of our business was all with institutions and museums. But since then, we've built the IMAX network up, and it's become synonymous with big screen entertainment, and that is thanks to the partners that we've had. The studio, the partners, and now as we endeavor upon this new platform, new partners such as Acer, whose Predaor PCs will be driving all of the VR centers that IMAX opens in the world. It's with partners like this that allow us to build a new platform and try and find the way to deliver entertainment in the future.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Good to see you.
This is the beginning. There will be more to come. Last year, we got a wonderful partnership with League of Legends. Let's see the video. Was a wonderful game. In any point of time, each event attracts so many people on site, even more for people watching it online. And this year, we have decided to go further. We will be the official sponsor for League of Legends in 2017, especially in the monitor area as a partner. And for that, we believe there will be even a bigger and better event that we can all enjoy about. Hope you all enjoy League of Legends, Predaor, and our event today. What I can tell you, this is just the beginning. We will continue to exceed the success we already built. And I will see you in Berlin. Thanks for coming. That's what we have today. Thank you.
Products we showed you today on stage, and thank you all very much for joining us.